Our power and agility practice begins in Seiza, or seated meditation. For 5 minutes, we're going to work on a breath technique I call rolling wave breath. We'll breathe in through the nose, oxygen will fill the belly, moving into the ribs, and finally into the shoulders. As we release the breath, we'll move from the shoulders to the ribs to the belly. Continue to repeat this breath over and over again for 5 minutes. Let us open the eyes. Prepare to bow in for our practice. Right hand followed by left hand to the floor, os. This means the pursuit of patience in Japanese. We bring the hands to prayer position, namaste. We place the hands onto the knees, preparing for spinal warm-ups. Chin to chest, activating the core, spine rounds. Inhale, gazing up, broadening across the chest. Exhale, belly contracts. And inhale, spine extends. Chin to chest, exhale, belly contracts. Inhale, spine extends. Chin to chest, belly contracts. The spine extends, shoulders broaden. Chin draws to chest, the spine flexes. We begin to swim the arms, drawing the energy into the belly. On your own, taking your time, drawing out and drawing in. Swimming the arms out and drawing the energy in. Stay steady with the breath, vacillating between flexion and extension of the spine. And one more, we reach out, draw the energy in, bring the spine to a neutral position. The fingers interlace, we press the palms away from the body, shoulder heads drawing down. Extending the hands above the head, palms pressed to the sky. Release the hands, interlace the fingers behind the back. And again, we broaden across the chest, elbows drawing towards one another, gaze rises. Hands come to the right side, elbows drawing together. Again, chest broadening. Taking the hands to the left side. Heart opens. Stay with a steady, natural breath. Releasing the hands, we take the right palm to the left elbow, drawing the arm across the chest. Left hand to right elbow. We release the hands to the floor, coming to 4-point base. Stepping back to plank or high push-up position. Shoulder heads should be directly over the wrists. Pressing back to downward facing dog. The shoulders should be drawing open away from the ears. Spine is long. Feet are about a fist's width distance apart. We prepare for rolling wave. We rise up onto the balls of the feet. Belly activates. We begin to roll vertebra to vertebra forward. Pelvis lowers, modified or floating up facing dog. Chin to chest, cobra hood forms. We roll back, peaking, heels working their way back onto the floor. And again, rising up. Belly contracts. We roll forward, shoulders drawing away from the ears, pelvis lowering, floating up facing dog. Chin to chest. We roll back, down facing dog. And again, staying with a steady, natural breath, rising, rolling, floating up facing dog. Chin to chest, activate the cobra hood, we roll back, downward facing dog. We rise, we roll, all the way through cobra hood forms, pelvis lowers, gaze rises. Chin to chest, activating, rolling back, down dog. Rising and rolling. Pelvis lowers, gaze rises. Chin to chest, finding the cobra hood again, rolling back, down dog. And our final rolling wave, we rise, heels off of the floor, belly contracts. Cobra hood forms, pelvis lowers, gaze rises, modified or floating up facing dog. Chin to chest, cobra hood, we roll back, down dog. We now prepare for rolling vinyasa, rising up. Activate the belly, rolling forward, lowering chaturanga. Flatten the feet, pressing to upward facing dog. Chin to chest, rolling back, downward facing dog. And again, rising up for rolling vinyasa. Activate the belly, rolling forward, lowering to low push-up or chaturanga. Flatten the feet, pressing into up-facing dog. Chin to chest, rolling back, downward-facing dog. And again, rolling forward. Low push-up. Flattening the feet, upward-facing dog. Chin to chest, downward-facing dog. We lower the knees to the floor, sit bones to heels, we sit back into child's pose. Take a moment, let the body regain its energy, find the breath. Steady inhalation, steady exhalation. We rise up to all fours, stepping back to high push-up or plank, and then into downward-facing dog. We prepare for rolling knee. Feet step together, right leg rises. As we roll the knee, we take it from left side to right side, circling across the body and back to the sky. And again, this time going from right to left and extending back to the sky. Down dog, leg extended. Right foot to the floor. Left leg rises, neutral pelvis, demi-point. We circle the knee from the right arm across the body to the left and back to the sky. Full extension. And again, this time from left arm to right, extending back to the sky. Foot draws down to the floor. Right leg rises, neutral pelvis, demi-point. Rolling lunge, foot steps to the outside of the right hand. Pelvis lowers, gaze rises. Chin to chest, rocking back, hamstring stretch. Pelvis lowers, gaze rises. We shift back, lengthening the front leg. And finally drawing into a neutral position, we form the cobra hood, rechamber the leg, extension back to the sky. Right foot works its way to the floor. Left leg rises, neutral pelvis, demi-point. Rolling lunge, left foot steps to the outside of the left hand. We shift back for a hamstring stretch on the left side. Pelvis lowers, gaze rises, shifting back once more. And finally drawing into a neutral position, cobra hood, rechambering the leg, extension back to the sky. Left foot to the floor. Right leg rises, neutral pelvis, demi-point, rolling lunge to the outside of the right hand. We shift back for a hamstring stretch. Shifting forward, the gaze rises. We shift back, lengthening the front leg. And once more, pelvis lowers, gaze rises. We form the cobra hood, rechamber the leg, extension back to the sky. Right foot to the floor. Left leg rises, neutral pelvis, demi-point. Rolling lunge, left foot steps to the outside of the left hand. We shift back for a hamstring stretch on the left side. Pelvis lowers, gaze rises. Shifting back once more. And again, shifting forward, pelvis lowers, gaze rises. We come to a neutral position, cobra hood, rechambering the leg, extension back to the sky. Left foot to the floor. Preparing for a one-arm balance. We shift forward into plank or high push-up. We rotate to the right side, left foot stacks on top of right, left hand reaches to the sky. Strong belly. Left foot stacks onto right thigh. Finally working its way to the floor, we rise for dancer's bridge. Lowering the pelvis, left foot steps into a low lunge. Hands to the floor. We shift back. Front leg hamstring stretch, toes working towards the forehead. We lower back into the lunge, stepping the left leg back, downward facing dog. We shift forward into a plank or high push-up position. Rotating over, we base the left hand, right hand reaches to the sky, right foot on top of left. Right foot stacks on the left thigh. Right foot works its way to the floor. We reach back, dancer's bridge. The pelvis lowers. Right leg steps into low lunge. Hands to the floor, we step back. Toes drawing back to the forehead. Lowering back into lunge. We step the right leg back to downward facing dog. Knees come to the floor, sitting back, child's pose. Hands draw down by the sides. Take a moment here to nurture your body. Continue to breathe deeply into the belly. Ribs should be expanding, pressing into the thighs. Concentration should be solely on inhalation and exhalation. Walk the hands out in front of the body. We rise up to all fours. Stepping the feet back to plank or high push-up position. Drawing the pelvis up for down facing dog. We step the feet together. Right leg rises, neutral pelvis demi-point. Rolling lunge to the outside of the right hand. We prepare ourselves for floating lunges. Pulsing in the back leg, float. Left leg forward, and again pulse and float. Right leg, pulse and float. Left leg, pulse and float to the right side. And again pulse and float. Left side, pulse and float. Right side. And our last one, pulse and float to the left. We step the left leg back, downward facing dog. Soft bend in the knees, gaze between the hands, floating frog. Feet will float to the outsides of the hands. Palms come together for prayer pose. Spine is long, stay with the breath. Releasing the hands to the floor, we shift forward for crow. Feet rise, heart lifts. Feet are in demi-point. Stepping the right, followed by the left back, chaturanga, pressing back to downward facing dog. Again, soft bend in the knees, gaze between the hands, floating frog. Hands come to prayer. Spine is long, breath is natural. Hands to the floor, shifting forward, crow. Floating back, chaturanga. Flatten the feet, pressing to up facing dog. Chin to chest, rolling back, down facing dog. Soft bend in the knees, gaze between the hands, floating frog. Palms come together for prayer. Release the hands to the floor, shifting forward for crow. Feet remain in a demi-point as we float back, chaturanga. Flatten the feet, pressing up to upward facing dog. Chin to chest, we press back, downward facing dog. Soft bend in the knees, we float to frog. Palms come together. Spine is long. Stay with the breath. Palms release to the floor. Shifting forward for crow. Floating back, chaturanga. Flatten the feet, upward facing dog. Chin to chest, rolling back, downward facing dog. Strong inhale, strong exhale. Feet step together, left leg rises, neutral pelvis, demi-point. Rolling knee forward as we come into a low lunge. Rotate around, hands base, straddle stance. Preparing for floating Brazilians. Right leg threads through, hand reaches, dancer's bridge. Lowering, taking hold of the floor, we float to the other side. Pelvis rises, dancer's bridge. And again, pelvis lowering, hand basing, floating. Right leg threads through, pelvis rises. Lowering down, floating. Left leg threads through, dancer's bridge. Hand bases, hips float. Right leg threads through, dancer's bridge. And once more we float to the other side, rising up, dancer's bridge. We step back to a straddle stance, preparing for modified Kung Fu stretches. Walk the hands back. We shift into the right hip and follow by the left. Hips rise, sinking into the right. Hips rising, sinking into the left. Shifting to the right side. Hips rising, shift to the left side. Shifting to the right side. And finally to the left side. Drawing back for a neutral stance. Hands take hold of the ankles. Shifting to the right side, left toes draw up. Shift to the left side, right toes drawing up. Continue moving side to side. Stay steady with the breath. Concentrate on balance and length. And on our last one, we return to a neutral position. Hands to the hips, we rise up. Sinking back into Kung Fu stretches. High block, low block. Shifting from right side to left side, double block. Shifting from left side to right side, double block. And again to the left. And shifting to the right, keeping the pelvis parallel to the ground. And to the left. And to the right, steady breath. And to the left. And we draw once more to the right. We release the hands to the floor for straddle stance, walking the feet out for a straddle split, elbows to the floor. Keep the spine long, stay steady with the breath. Walk the hands under the shoulder heads. We walk the feet back towards one another, knees to the floor. Frog. Keep the breath steady. Inhale, exhale. Breathe into the hips. Rising up, we walk the hands back. Pressing back into straddle stance. We walk towards the front of our mat, stepping back, downward facing lion. Feet step apart. Hands are shoulders width distance. Spine is long, gaze is forward. We begin rotating clockwise. For 1. For 2. For 3. Holding in a neutral position, counterclockwise. For 1. And 2, staying steady with the breath. And 3. Belly up, belly down drill. Right leg through, belly up, belly down. Left leg through, belly up, and belly down. Right leg through, left hand blocks, belly down. Left leg through, right hand blocks, belly down. Right leg through, left hand blocks, belly down. Left leg through, right hand blocks, belly down. Right leg through, left hand blocks, belly down. Left leg through, right hand blocks, all the way to the other side. For right side, left side to right side, left side to right side, left side to right side. Left side increasing the speed, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Stepping back, down facing lion, prepared for kicking lion. Right leg threads through, foot is flexed, back to down lion. Left leg through, down facing lion. Right leg through, down facing lion. Left leg extends, down facing lion. Right leg extends, down facing lion. Left leg extends through, prepared for 10 without stopping, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and pick up the speed for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stepping back, down facing lion. Knees to the floor, sitting back into Seiza. Find your breath, keep the spine long. We extend the feet out in front, preparing for dancing lion. Right hand bases, lift the butt off of the floor. Pelvis rises, left hand bases, belly up. Pelvis rises, right hand bases, belly up. Pelvis rises, left hand bases to belly up. Pelvis rises, right hand bases, belly up. Pelvis rises, left hand bases to belly up. Pelvis rises, right hand bases, belly up. And now we begin to flow. And for 1, rolling in 2, and 3, pelvis rising, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. We return to belly up position, hold. Right leg steps back, left leg tucks in for pigeon. Lying forward, belly followed by chest onto the front thigh. Stay with a steady inhale and exhale. We step the legs back, downward facing dog. Feet step apart, down facing lion. We prepare for fighting monkey. Left side, right side, left side, right side, left side, right side, left side, right side rising, lunge punch. Left side rising, lunge punch. Right side rising, lunge punch. Left side, lunge punch. Right side, lunge punch. Left side, lunge punch. Right side, lunge punch. Back to down facing lion, preparing for playing monkey. Shoot to the right side. Left leg threads through, rolling over, pushing back. Right leg threads through, rolling over, pushing back. Left leg through, over, push back. Right leg through and over and back. Left leg through, over and back. Right leg through, over and back. Left leg through, over and back. Right leg through, rolling over and back. Left leg through, right leg through. Left leg through, right leg through, come to standing, jab, reverse, knee strike. Left leg through, roll over, come to standing, jab, reverse, knee strike. Right leg through, roll over, come to standing, jab, reverse, knee strike. Left leg through, roll over, come to standing, jab, reverse, knee strike. Right leg through, roll over, come to standing, jab, reverse, knee strike. left leg through, roll over, come to standing, jab, reverse, knee strike. Right leg through, roll to standing, jab, reverse, knee strike. Left leg through, rolling over, come to standing, jab, reverse, knee strike. Preparing for standing monkey. Rolling over, right leg steps back, rotate back to the floor. Rolling over, right leg steps back and back to the floor. Rolling over, right leg steps back and back to the floor. This time let's add a front kick in. Rolling up, right leg steps back, front kick and back to the ground. Rolling up, back leg steps, front kick and back to the ground. Rolling over and up, front kick and back to the ground. Rolling over and up, front kick and back to the ground. Rolling over and up, front kick and back to the ground. And one more, we roll up, right leg back, front kick, and we take it to the ground. Left leg extends forward, left side. Rolling up, left leg steps back and rolling down. Rolling up, left leg steps back, we roll back to the floor. And again, rolling up, left leg steps back and back to the ground. And again, rolling up, and again we roll to the floor. This time let's add a front kick in. Rolling up, left leg front kick and back to the ground. Rolling up, front kick and back to the ground. We roll up, left leg steps back, front kick and back to the ground. Rolling up, left leg front kick and back to the ground. Our final rotation, we roll up, left leg steps back, left leg front kick and back to the ground. Rolling up, left leg steps back, left leg front kick. We walk around preparing for leaping leopard. Left leg is back. Both hands are on the floor. Switching, right side. Switching, left side. Switching, right side. Switching, left side. Hold, we come to a neutral rotation, preparing for leaping leopard 180-degree turn. First leap counterclockwise for 1, clockwise for 2, counterclockwise for 3, and clockwise for 4, counterclockwise 5, and clockwise 6. 360-degree turn. We rise, counterclockwise 1, clockwise 2,